seriously?
Let's rebuild.
Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday. Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
When we said that 2023 was gonna be filled with projects, I didn't expect it to be all in 1 month, but I'm telling you, we're tackling like 4 projects over the next couple days, over the next couple weeks, probably, but over the next couple days for sure. Everything's a little chaotic. There is so much going on behind y'all, and I'm gonna update y'all on everything later on, but let's start with the first one. I really wanted to try to get into gardening at the end of summer last year, which is not the right time to do it, but I was determined, and so Cody helped me build this greenhouse. As winter set in and days got colder, she just kind of got pushed further and further on the background. There's this glorious thing called Sun that's right behind me, and we haven't seen her for quite a while, but she's been here for a few days and she's been consistent. It's not to say that in February and March it's going to be horrendous 20-degree temperatures, but right now it's been in the 50s, 60s, and it's stayed like this, and so I want to take full advantage of it and do a little bit of experiment gardening. But before all of that, as you can tell, she's pretty open. She needs to be enclosed. So let's close her all up. I'm gonna be securing everything with wood on the trims. So let's see if I can find any of his scraps before I have to cut wood. Once I get the plastic over the hoop house, I'm going to use this wood to kind of fasten her together and make sure that she stays on nice and secure. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Can you get it? There you go, work smarter, not harder.
Oh, we're too tall. Yay! Okay, let's put it on. I literally have no idea how I want to do this, so I think I'm just gonna lay it out and then stretch it out. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Get a little. instead of just stapling it down and risking the plastic ripping, we're gonna be using the brad nailer to nail it all in place. That way there's minimal risk for tearage.
By far, one of the best tools I've bought.
Windy and cloudy day, but we're gonna try to make the best of it. I wanted to re-up on some supplies and pick up some waterproof and UV resistant tape for along the edges. Cody just went ahead and folded everything over so we can have extra plastic for whatever we need in the future, and the tape is gonna keep it seamless and not unravel basically. We also had to pick up hinges and locks for the door, so we're gonna go ahead and install those. The doorway itself is pretty cattywampus, so the door is cattywampus as well, so that way they fit together perfectly. So I know it looks weird, but it's fine.
Seriously? Yeah, I forgot to add the screws.
Let's rebuild.
So now we're going to screw it all together so it doesn't fall apart. How stronger now? Door handle.
Thank you.
Sorry, I guess I should have grabbed you screws.
So now we're gonna add our final touches onto the door before we start working on the inside. Cool. Okay, one more thing, a lock. Alrighty, come on in. Nice and toasty in here. This place needs a good cleanup, so I guess let's do that. I just got all of the leaves taken out and then raked up a little bit. But when I raked up the leaves, I found this that I wanted to show y'all because it was really cool. I'm gonna get rid of it because it can't be in here, but I'm gonna show y'all first. All of these acorns have taken root into the ground underneath the bed of leaves. And then you have this one right here. Isn't it so cute? I'm actually gonna plant these, so let's pop them in a canister. What I'm thinking is I want another one of those right there. And then 3 more right there. Because I'm pretty sure these are 4 feet from my diagram. So it's a little bit longer than 4 feet. You screwed in for me?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I drew up greenhouse designs for this year. 3 beds on this side, 3 beds on this side, our normal hanging shelf. And then I was gonna do like potato bags and then another small bed back here. But as I'm working through here, I'm kind of figuring out how I want things. And I know for sure that I want my composter in here. In the winter, we're gonna really rely on that to build up heat in here to keep our veggies warm. So, because we are gonna do a winter garden here in the next few weeks. I think I'm gonna redesign it a little bit from what I was originally planning and move some things up. So, let's get her all organized. let me show you what we have so far. Go on in. We added 2 more planter pots over here, as well as 1 gigantic one over here. I have a few things that can be added together, so we're gonna leave that as is. This is a shelf that needs to be welded on, but that's for a different day. We added in our composter to add some extra heat in here and keep it warm, as well as all of our tools are now organized, and I have a few more, but they're inside, so I'll have to move them out. So far, so good. We're gonna keep working on her, but I think she's coming along real nice. The sun's about to set, but there's a few more things that I want to do out here before we have to call it a night. Cody wrapped all of these sides and got them all nice and tight, and so I'm going to tape it off. That way if we ever need a little bit of extra, we have it and it's available to us versus just cutting it off. There is a ton more that I want to do in this greenhouse, but it's getting dark, so it's going to have to be a different day. In between helping me film, Cody has been working on our log splitter because she has been down for about a month now, as you can see from this massive wood pile that's next to me. So much wood has to be cut. I definitely have my work cut out for me over the next couple days, that's for sure.
I'll help you, don't worry. So this is our log splitter. It's super old and it needs a lot of work. We've kind of just been band-aiding it the whole time to keep it running. That way we can keep splitting wood so we can keep the house warm. But it finally got to the point where it needed a new engine, so we just decided to go ahead and go for it. The old engine, super hard to find parts for, and we kept struggling with that. So we just decided, instead of continuing to deal with that, we're just gonna go ahead and get a new engine for it.
Hey boys, that light blinking means your door's gonna close soon. It's probably time for you to make your way home. Good night.
Squirrels have been living in the wood pile because there's a ton of half-eaten acorns out there.
That's great.
All piled up in the wood pile.
Okay, we are making ribs for dinner. And this is going to be so easy because I have so much stuff to do in the house that has gotten neglected. So I just want this to go in the oven for an hour and a half at 450 and then be done with it. Are you ready? So easy. My mom used to make this growing up, so I texted her for the recipe. To my stoneware, I'm gonna add my ribs. And a crap ton of barbecue sauce. And we're gonna do several different kinds just because I'm wild and like to mix them. I don't know. Can't forget the Sweet Baby Ray's. Oh, that was a lovely sound. Give them a good mix. Add your top on and pop them in the oven. Typically I would season them, but I'm gonna be a little extra lazy with our food because, like I said, there's just a lot of stuff in the house that needs to be done. So I'll see you in about an hour and a half.
You gotta do how I do it.
Huh?
Do how I do it.
Wait, nobody can see. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Thanks, babe.
Much more efficient.
Last load of firewood for the night. We're gonna pop the lid back on, drop the temp to 250, and put them back in for another 45. I'm making potato salad to go with it, so to my boiled potatoes, I'm gonna add onion and celery, some mustard, a bunch of relish, and mayo. Now that my potato salad is basically done, I'm just gonna add the last ingredient, which is chopped up egg, and then pretty much everything else is done. The ribs are done. I did frozen corn and a can of baked beans because I'm feeling real lazy tonight, so I'll show you everything when it's all put together. Can you get some up close?
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. That looks delicious. Thanks, babe. That was delicious.
Let's get out. can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty.